Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Bachelorette.
Oh, hurry, there's only 8 guys left. I know.
Well, it's time to pack your bags because you're taking a nice old trip on the Rocky Mountaineer.
It's a train. What? They've never done a train before.
This episode was totally like an episode of Wes Michael's tour bus or whatever.
Yeah, pretty
train
much.
style.
Well, Robbie had the first one on one date.
On the train.
Yeah. They had a bartending lesson.
A mini bartending lesson.
Which was not as good as the bartending clinic on Beauty and the Geek last
They didn't
season.
really have a lesson.
Well, I mean, he tried to make a lesson. And I don't think he's a very good bartender on a train.
He did that whole flip the mixer
it
thing
wasn't
or
good at
whatever.
it, though. I think the geeks were better at it.
I don't know.
They had a dinner on a pillow on their laps. There was a table right there. Why couldn't they just, like, move over 5 inches and eat on the table? I didn't get that at all.
And then they had dessert in her bedroom car.
Which looked like a skanky harem, fake fur, iron bed torture
It was
chamber.
weird.
It was pretty bad.
So, Jillian found out that Robbie is really a relationship baby.
Yeah, he's pretty immature when it comes to relationships.
But he's going to be the first one in his family to get married.
But he's not marriage material. The train stops and all of a sudden Jillian kicks his ass out. It was the saddest thing
She
ever.
dumped him out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, he's like, why is the train stopping?
And Michael was really upset about it. He was crying.
Come on, it's not like Tanner got sent home,
I know.
Michael. What's wrong with you?
Well, of course, Wes had to sneak into Jillian's room to comfort her.
To comfort her. Give her a little southern comfort.
He's
And
such a
I don't mean
dirtbag.
the drink.
Anyway, he is so cocky.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. He eats fame, it becomes part of him,
That was
and then you
freaky.
figure out the rest.
He was like, yeah, I got it wrapped around my finger, blah.
Okay, group date time. They're at Emerald Lake, and I almost thought it was Emerald Lake. Emerald Lagasse Lake. And they are snowshoeing.
Mm-hmm.
And on the date is Dr. Scholl, a.k.a. Tanner, Jake, Kiptyn, Michael, Wes, and Jesse. That means that Reid gets the other one-on-one date. He's nervous.
So then after snowshoeing, which included like hide and seek and stuff.
And dirty things, like rolling around in snow with no gloves on. Painful.
We spent the evening in this lodge.
Right.
It looked pretty nice.
It did look pretty nice, pretty romantic, but not with that crew. First time with Jake. You're a lot like my mom. That's the last thing a girl wants to hear.
With Jake? What are you talking
First,
about?
her time with
Oh, okay.
Jake.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, it's not her first time. Well, it might be.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
I know. Girls don't want to hear that you think of your mom when you're with them. That's, like, not cool.
Yeah.
Kiptyn, more awkward kissing.
Every week with these
It's like
two.
this.
Anyway, Michael, he wanted to ask some interesting questions, so he asked Jillian, what do you wear when you go to sleep? So her answer wasn't important. The funniest
Well,
part...
I think she said her underwear.
she said it depended on how much she was drinking or something.
Oh, well.
But Tanner was like, Daddy wears these, and he dropped his drawers. They had to pixelate it out.
This was Jillian.
Yeah.
She thought his package was large, but she was not ready for it to be delivered.
I'm not ready to see people's packages yet.
Really? Because I'm sure you've already seen them.
Fantasy suites coming up.
Ugh.
I'm just kidding.
Poor Tanner. Why does he feel that he has to do that?
I don't know.
I'd feel dirty.
But anyway,
So, yeah, then Tanner had some alone time with her, and he was very excited because he got
feet were
foot
out.
time.
Ow!
Got time on the feet.
I think he bases the relationship on how much time he gets with the feet.
He said now that he's seen her feet and held them in his hands, he's ready for her to meet his parents.
That was the most bizarre line. It came
Thank
out
God
so
he
weird.
doesn't care about her face or head or anything else. It's
Now
just
that
the
I've
feet.
held your feet, it's time for you to meet my feet.
Oh my God. All right, Jesse. He doesn't want to be part of the pack because it's not normal.
Yeah.
Going on a date with one person is normal, not 6 people. I have to agree.
Uh-huh.
Then he put some heavy-duty kissing on her.
Okay.
That was it.
So then it was time to toast some marshmallows with Michael.
He's so young, but he makes me laugh. He's funny. Yeah. So Tanner, meanwhile, Michael's toasting his marshmallows, spills the beans that he's the one who started Girlfriend Gate. He's the one who said, somebody's got a girlfriend, but I'm not mentioning any names.
Everyone was like, what the hell, bro?
Yeah. But then Wes pulls out of the bag, I'm here for my career.
He basically said it like
the whole
that. He was
episode.
like, yeah, I've been on 6 episodes now. I'm getting publicity.
Even if I don't get the girl, it's all good. I've furthered my career. Hot tub time! Yeah, so...
They've been having a lot of rose ceremonies on group dates in hot tubs.
They've been having a lot of hot tub time. Period. It's Hot Tub Harris, by the way.
So, Kiptyn got the date rose.
I'm surprised.
Mm.
After that awkward kiss.
She likes that.
I guess
she
she
said
must.
it was natural.
I don't
That's
see
not
how...
the first time she said that.
There was nothing natural about that. That was like a natural, like a boob job.
Anyway, back on the train, Jake does some major sucking up.
Yeah. He also pulled out of the bag, when I love hard. Okay, sounds painful. Lake Louise, it's time for another one-on-one date with Reid. They're going snowboarding.
Mm-hmm.
Not his thing. He
totally
really sucked.
Could have gone skiing because he knows what he's doing with that, but he was like, no, I'll do snowboarding. And she really liked that.
She really liked to see him take many headers into the snow and struggle.
Yeah. He really did suck at
did.
snowboarding.
So it's time for the ice sculpture part of the date. It was an ice sculpture lounge with giant beer steins that were square filled with beer made out of ice.
And we learned that red ears equals...
horny or high blood pressure. But fortunately for both of them, it was just high blood pressure.
Okay.
All right.
Back
time
to
for
the
the
hotel
room. It's fondue time, but it wasn't the delicious cheesy fondue that everyone's familiar with. It was that weird fondue that I had when I was up in Canada. It's like broth.
Must be a Canadian thing.
It is a Canadian thing. And it's also like a Vietnamese thing, too. It's like you put raw meat on a stick in like this soup pot and like you cook it and then you're supposed to eat the soup afterwards with a bunch of noodles and everything, but they didn't have all that.
I'd rather have some cheese.
Me too. Or chocolate even.
Yeah.
So he's upset by this because he's a hypochondriac. And he's worried about people putting in raw meat, you know, the cross-contamination. Right.
And Jillian does not wash her fruits and vegetables before she eats them.
I guess she gets the Hershey squirts a lot because...
And she was like, that's normal. No, it's not. Normal people wash
they do wash
their produce before they eat it.
I can't stand when I see people eating produce in the supermarket. I'm thinking, if somebody sneezed on that, you're going to be sick. All right. He also pulled out of the bag, I've never dated girls like you before. And I'm waiting for it. Waiting for him to say they're pretty. But he said they had blonde hair. I think he was all ready to say, like,
right,
you're not my type because you're not attractive.
Well, he got the date rose, so he's staying.
This is like a comedy of errors this year. Alright, so they end up in Banff. With 2 F's. I don't know why it has 2 F's. And Jillian has her little chat with Chris Harrison. And she thinks, now get ready for this, kids, hold on, Wes doesn't know how to lie.
I had to give it one of those.
Yeah, it deserved it. So it's time for the rose ceremony. But wait! Michael, I need to see you in the other room.
She didn't have her decisions completely made yet. So she had to talk to Michael, and she was like, are you sure you're ready for this? You're kind of young.
Yeah.
But,
you're young. You're pretty young.
Yeah. So
Thank
back
you,
to
Captain
the
Obvious.
ceremony.
Alright, so first rose goes to Jessie. Second rose goes to Wes.
She's so stupid.
She deserves him. Third rose, okay? Michael, even though he's a baby, he'll be going home next week, I'm sure.
So that means that Jake and Tanner...
The weird twins. Jake's kind of weird, and Tanner's weird. They're just both weird in, like, different ways.
Right.
Like, I think Jake kind of looks like a serial killer.
He's, like, crazy because he's, like, so nice.
Perfect. He's too nice.
It's like this kid at school I know.
Uh-oh. Stay away. And Tanner is just weird. He doesn't make any bones about it. You don't have to think twice.
He's got a foot fetish.
He's Dr. Scholl.
All right.
All right, so, Jake, why? Tell me quick. Tell me why you sent me home. Because nice guys finish last. I guess. And Tanner, was it because of the feet?
He had a foot fetish. All right, so next week, hometown dates.
Oh, but a little nugget of info. Jake's going to be coming back. He's got to warn Jillian. But there's no good that could come of that. It's not like they're going to say, okay, let's get rid of Wes and you come back, Jake.
I know.
It's not going to happen like that. But she's got to make her own mistakes.
Makes more drama.
Yeah. Till next time, much love.